The 2027 Dodge Durango GT HEMI just did the one thing the rest of the industry swore was finished. It put a naturally aspirated V8 back into the cheapest three-row SUV on the lot, and it made that engine standard. Think about how strange that is. Every rival in this class spent the last decade shrinking. Turbo 4s, hybrids, downsized 6s, all of them chasing the same fuel numbers. Dodge looked at that whole parade and walked the other way. So here's what standard means now. The base GT now comes with a 5.7-liter HEMI V8, making 360 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque. Last year, this trim came with a V6. This year, the entry ticket is a V8. That is a 22% jump in power and 50% more torque than the engine it replaces. And you feel every bit of it. 0 to 60 arrives in about 6.2 seconds, which would be quick in a hot hatch. This is a 7-seat family SUV with a third row folded behind you. But the number is not the point. The sound is. That low, unbothered V8 idle at a red light is a thing almost no family car makes anymore. Roll onto the highway and it settles into a deep, effortless hum, the kind that makes a long drive feel shorter. That noise is the entire reason this Durango still exists. Now, about the car wearing it. This is the oldest new SUV you can buy in America, and I mean that as a fact, not an insult. The bones under these stripes date back to 2011. Hold that thought, because it matters more at the end than you would expect. That attitude is written into how it looks. Blacked out and low, with a crosshair grille that scowls and twin stripes running the length of the hood, this thing has presence. The dark wheels fill the arches, and it carries the kind of road menace the newer, softer rivals traded away years ago for a slipperier shape. Step inside, and the age actually helps. Because Dodge has had well over a decade to sort this cabin, everything falls where your hand expects it. The seats are broad and flat and built for long hauls, with contrast stitching running across them. Ahead of you, a clean landscape touchscreen handles the important jobs without burying them 3 menus deep. And it is a real 7-seater. The second row slides and tumbles. The third row fits actual adults rather than just children. And nobody in the back ride's forgotten. This is the moment I would usually ask. So if a V8 that refuses to die sounds like your kind of trouble, subscribe and stay for the rest of the range. Behind that third row, you still get 43 cubic feet of space. Fold both rows flat and it opens to 85 cubic feet, a proper cargo haul, and then it tows. Properly equipped, the GT HEMI pulls up to 8,700 pounds. That is boat and trailer and jet ski territory the Turbo 4 crowd can only dream about, and it is the quiet superpower of keeping the big engine. Now for the part the brochure whispers. 16 miles per gallon combined, 14 in the city. A V8 this size drinks, and no clever cylinder shutoff fully hides it on a cold morning. That is the tax on a naturally aspirated engine. And if you have read this far, you already made peace with it, which brings the money into focus. The GT HEMI starts right around $47,000 with all-wheel drive. A loaded Ford Explorer costs more and hands you a Turbo 6. The Jeep and the Chevy in this class do not offer a V8 at any price, so the Durango is not just the cheapest way into 8 cylinders here. It is the only one left. And that is why its age stopped bothering me. Every rival modernized itself into the same quiet, sensible box. The Durango just stayed what it always was and outlived the thing that was supposed to replace it. The 2027 GT HEMI is the last of its kind, sold new, at a price that almost feels like a mistake. If you want to see how far this bloodline goes, the Hellcat version is next.